Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm the Temperance Star. How are you guys feeling today? Instantly, I'm feeling like with all this sun out and it just feeling like nice outside and it like a lot of people like blasting music and things. You may not hear it, but it's a lot of commotion outside. It's feeling like collective, you are on fire and like you are like a fire breathing dragon. Like I don't know why. Like I had a dream about a whole bunch of like dragons circling some type of pit. And in this pit, there was a whole bunch of eggs. And these dragons, they were trying to figure out which eggs belonged to them. And I'm not sure how this may relate to you, collective, but you are trying to figure out maybe which destiny you may want to take on in your life. You may be on fire and blazing through, and your flames may be so bright that you may not even understand which path you want to go down because you may have so many options. And you may be surrounded by other dragons who may also be trying to, either steal your eggs because you may be the mother dragon. But and that's like a Game of Thrones reference. Shout out to people who are, love Game of Thrones. But you may be trying to figure out which path you want to take, which egg you want to lay, which egg you want to hatch, which egg you want to be possessive of, which path you want to be possessive of. But yeah, and like with the sun just like sunning, you're just shining. Like you're shining, you're on fire. Like I'm hearing Alicia Keys. Ooh, something about keys. You may have the keys. You have the keys to something. Someone's giving you the keys to something. Someone's giving you the keys to something. Keys to the car, keys to a house, keys to some door. You may have unlocked a new level, some type of Akashic records. So that's more knowledge for you. But yeah, like I just got Alicia Keys' "Girl." This girl is on fire. That song. But yeah, definitely given dragon. You may be born of the dragon year. I'm not sure which year that is, but I know 2000 is dragon year, and I know it goes like every like 12 years, I think, or every 8 years. I'm not sure. I can't keep up with all of the Chinese zodiacs, but yeah, definitely given big threat. So let's get into today's reading for you guys. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are feeling fresh. I hope you guys are blazing the path for those to follow behind you and either copy, whew, a lot to say today, Spirit. Jeez. Um, a lot to say. Yeah, like I said, a lot of fire, a lot of passion, a lot of paths, a lot of cards. Choose your cards right. Choose your path right. Also picking up, go listen to Doja Cat cards too. Like that's another song that I just picked up on as well. But I'm going with the Oracle of the Shapeshifters. Love this deck. So let's get into today's reading. I hope you guys are doing good. And I'm just going the first card out. And we got Alice in a Sea of Tears. So this is castaway out of your depth, feeling abandoned. Interesting. So this was in reverse. So you may be leaving people behind. You may leaving people like in their sea of their own depths, a sea of their own traumas, the sea of their own shallows that they may have casted upon themselves with that Alice in the sea of their own tears. Especially with this like mouse and this crab energy, like mice in itself, mice are very looked down upon, like that animal rodent. That rodent is a rodent. It is looked down upon, is looked at as dirty, is looked at like it'll get it out of my house. It's like a pest. However, it's so interesting how pests are very needed in society. Like if you don't have mice, it's kind of like at the bottom of the food chain, but it's still needed for the necessary, like the top dogs to kind of like feast on them. So thinking of that like logic, collective, and you being like a dragon, you kind of need mice to kind of survive. So it's like when you kind of feast on the mice, you kind of do have to kind of abandon them once you kind of ate them. And maybe this may be leaving a lot of people feeling like you kind of like swallowed them up and then left them hanging out to dry in their own shallow of tears. And then with the crab energy, crab also picks up like Cancer energy. It's like they're swallowing their own emotions. And with the name Alice, it's giving me Alice in Wonderland. And if you know about Alice in Wonderland, like they made the movie all like it's a children's movie or it's a PG-13 movie and things like that. But if you know like the actual backstory of Alice in Wonderland, it's like actually like a very dark tale. And like I think it's like about someone like I think the original writer, like I think it was about like him going through someone's diary and then finding out like a whole bunch of workers were actually being poisoned, and they were like literally like psyched out of their minds and they were like hallucinating stuff, but they were being controlled, and them being controlled, they were like going to war against each other and like different like type of tribes, or not different tribes but different type of it was like low-key like Game of Thrones type of stuff, but in like a work setting and things like that. But they were hallucinating, and that's what kind of had a little girl named Alice kind of like tell the story about what she was like witnessing, because she was like the only one who wasn't kind of like hallucinating, because she had a gift like a mathematic gift to be able to differentiate the different type of rules. Like they had rules that were bestowed upon them that they had to follow, but she kind of went off the grid when it came to those rules because she didn't, she wasn't hip to the gas that they were like breathing in, like she wasn't hallucinating. And I'm going off track. but to say, it's like when you think of the children's story, you see how imaginative it is, how colorful it is, how just like very lighthearted it is. But if you think about how dark the actual story is, they made the movie very light and colorful, but it's actually pretty dark and twisted. Even like the Queen of Hearts, her chopping people's heads off and stuff like that, it is a very literal sense of what happened in the actual story when it came to, I guess, like the throne and them like going to war and them like taking like the workers who were going off route and not doing as they were taught to do, and going off like going off their meds and not listening to what they were like being fed and things like that. Like they actually like took that stuff very, very seriously, and they made it colorful in the children's story, but in not real life, but in the real story, it actually was really dark, and they took it really seriously. But anyways, back to like the Alice Alice in the Sea of Her Own Tears. You may just be kind of getting out of your own head as well. Even if you're not abandoning people, you may be like getting out of your own head and not drowning in your own tears, getting out of your own delusions, getting out of your own trapped thoughts that may have had you hallucinating type of situations, because your mind is your own perspective, and your mind can be your own detriment, and you can cast a different pathway, especially with the dream that I had when it came to like circling a whole bunch of eggs and stuff as a dragon. You have different destinies, you have different life paths, and it's up to you to choose which one that you want to go down, but you don't know what's inside the egg. The egg could hatch any type of way. It's kind of up to you, and to trust your gut, trust your own intuition, not to follow the other dragons and what they decide to choose. They're all going to be trying to choose, but they may wait for you to choose first before they attack you to take your egg. So it's like you kind of got to listen to your own intuition, drown out the noise in your own body, your own head, your own fire, so that you don't like make an impulsive decision that kind of leads you down the wrong path to, some type of weak hatch, or weak path or whatever. But yeah, I think I went down to just like a whole tangent, but yeah. Tell me more, angels. I got these cards. I always get some. Oh wow, we got your imaginary friend. This is not even like out. This is like just like here, but we got in this. So look, a dragon. We love when things confirm themselves. And it says childhood treasures resurface. And it almost like picks back up with the childhood reference regarding Alice in Wonderland. And then with your imaginary friend, childhood treasures resurface. It's like being able to kind of like mix your darkness with your imagination. Because if you're able to mix your darkness with like your childish imagination, you're able to kind of see the light in the dark, and you can kind of navigate that wonderland with grace. You can navigate it and be able to find your gifts, because in the original Alice in Wonderland story, she was able to kind of navigate throughout the mist, throughout the hallucinations, because she had her own gifts regarding mathematics. So she was able to kind of like not follow the rules, because she kind of was able to do certain things her way, because she was like, no, 2 + 2 is 4, not 2 + 2 is 9. Like they had a completely different programming in them that just didn't make sense to her, when she had a completely different program that was facts, and they knew it was facts. Everyone knew it was facts, but because they were programmed a certain way, they didn't want to kind of listen, but they knew it made sense. So it's like one by one, they kind of did follow her. And then of course you had like the mad queen and mad heart that would just like chop your heads off if they decided to go down that path or whatever. But that's another story. But anyways, with the your imaginary friend, it's like your imaginary friend could be like your intuition. It could be the things that give you life, the things that give you that feeling that makes you feel like you are going down something that feels familiar, that makes you feel like you're choosing the right decision, and the thing that does give you wings, that you are transforming. Because look, even you have the butterflies here and butterfly wings, and it's so interesting how this dragon has butterfly wings. It's like you have to be okay with transforming, even if it does hurt. Like you will be in a cocoon. Like even dragons, they have to hatch and stuff like that. Butterflies have to hatch out of the cocoon. You have to be okay with going through that phase where you are in a what's it called, like not knowing what you are, uncomfortable, being curled up, unsure what you're going to be, but then trusting that you're going to be something beautiful. And then at the bottom, wow, didn't we just talk about Akashic records? Look at the bottom of the deck. We got Orca magic, and the Akashic libraries are open. Didn't we just say that you have just gotten the keys to the Akashic records? So yeah, definitely is given. You just got the keys to some Akashic records. You may be unlocking some new gifts. You may be getting new information to things that you probably didn't even ask for. You may be getting keys to information that's going to help you down your path, down the dreams that you truly want to create for yourself, for your legacy, for your family. And this is going to bring your childhood treasures to life, like your childhood things that you may have written in your diary when you were a child. Like it's probably going to come true. And it's like you have this baby little dragon or this baby imaginary friend sitting on your shoulder. Or if you have a pet, it's so crazy. I'm filming this on Mother's Day, and happy Mother's Day to the moms, or happy cat or pet moms and dads and stuff. Like happy Mother's Day stuff to y'all. But you're gonna be able to bring your dreams to your babies, especially if you start to go down your rightful path. So I just cracked a deck on the devil in reverse. So you're definitely releasing some type of thing that may have had you drowning in some ocean. If that's people, things, situations, you're definitely releasing that. You're definitely releasing something that has some type of hold on you, that made you not be able to maybe even look into your own globe, look into your own waters. Because if you're not able to look into your own waters, and if you guys know about orcas, or again dolphins are like one of the most intelligent animals I think on the planet, outside of like octopuses. They hold a lot of information, but then again they are in the ocean, and the ocean holds, the water in itself holds a lot of memories. So if you are able to kind of like just look at water, I always tell people, look at water, look at fire, look at the trees. Like everything in this earth holds information if you just stare at it long enough. It means it's confirming. And you'll be able to unlock so much depth to who you are, your ancestry, and just what you're supposed to do in this world. You just have to not be afraid of what it might show you and how it may come up in your journey. So, and I didn't even like flip it like this, but we got the 9 of Wands. So yeah, definitely some type of wounded warrior. You just came out of some type of long fought battle. Definitely feeling like you just was like ready to give out. But you made it out alive, my darling. You made it out alive. And we love that. Tell me more, angels, for the collective. Ooh, so we got the Ace of Cups in reverse. So with the Ace of Cups in reverse, lets me know that you may have been receiving a lot of false offers. You may have been drowning in a lot of false love that you may have thought that you could trust, but you can't trust it. And trying to navigate that, especially if you are, because water in itself is like love. Like with the Akashic records, it's like having to actually go in deep into maybe who and what was giving you false hope, false love, false paths, and having to dive in deep with your intuition your childhood memories, your childhood dreams, or even childhood traumas with the feeling abandoned, even, 'cause that gives me like abandonment issues, childhood traumas, the depths of your own issues, like having to go in deep into why you may have even been attracting certain things, because you don't want to blame others for why they may be doing certain things. You kind of always have to look at yourself and go inward with the Akashic records. Those are the keys. You got the keys. You got to go inward to see why those things may have showed up in your life, because when you take accountability on why they showed up in your life, you'll be able to unlock the path to bring forth what you do deserve for your life. And then that little dragon, that little fairy, that butterfly, your intuition will navigate you on how to bring forth the actual Ace of Cups in the upright. Yeah, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Nine of Cups. Yeah, it's like you have to be able to, you can't be scared of going into the depths of your own waters, which a lot of people are scared of going in the depths of their own waters. That's why they kind of jump into other people's depths of their own waters and sink other people down, you know? They jump on other people's boats and poke a whole bunch of holes in it with knives. Minx just jumped on the table. We got the Eight of Pentacles. Hold on. Pumpkin. You could lay here. Oh, wait, no, because you're going to mess my dress up. Don't need that. We got the Eight of Pentacles. With this Eight of Pentacles, you may have been working hard towards something or getting recognition for something after, or you may be actually transmuting some type of false love, false hope that you've been getting. Oh, yeah, with the Justice in reverse, yeah, you may be working hard towards something regarding some type of pain you've been going through. Tell me more, angels, regarding this Eight of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. So we got the Hermit card. Yeah, you definitely are going within. And then with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, you're getting out of your head, so you won't be stuck in some type of cold that you may have been in regarding some type. Oh, hold up. We got the Knight of Cups in reverse too. Yes, so definitely people that was giving you false hope, false love offers, people that was leaving you in the dark regarding some things, people who were not giving you some type of shine. Like I like with the Sun in reverse, I was like, that's no peace, that's no shine, that's no hope. Like that's not even God. Like with the Sun in reverse, that's not even God. Like that's sad. Like you definitely were with the Knight of Cups reverse. There was someone around you that didn't even let you or allow you to have hope in God. And if you have someone around you that doesn't allow you to have hope in God, and that could have been this false love offer that you had that was around you, you definitely had to cut that off. And that may, and with the Wheel of Fortune, with the Wheel of Fortune underneath the Eight of Pentacles, that might be the very thing that is moving you forward on your new journey. Yeah, with the Page of Swords, yeah, you may have started to take a step back. You went within and you started to realize exactly how to get yourself out of that situation. You realized you had to kind of let go of whatever this Knight of Cups was. That could have been a partner, that could have been with the Knight of Cups, that is like a childish energy, that's like a teenage energy, that's somebody who has not even developed themselves into a king. They're still a knight, they're childish. And once you realize that they had you in the dark to the fact that you couldn't even go within, yeah, you definitely let them go, and that definitely got your wheel turning. So you're definitely having something coming in. Tell me more, angels, regarding this Wheel of Fortune, please. It's so funny. Minx is sitting right here looking at the cards like, I am into this one. He's right here like, I am into this one. Too many cards. Oh, wow. So we got the Ace of Swords in reverse, and we got the Nine of Swords. So with the Ace of Swords in reverse underneath the Hermit, yeah, you definitely had to go see what type of lies and deception had you up all night with the Nine of Swords, or what had you confused, had you sick, had you stuck out and feeling like you were losing out on things, losing out on money, losing out on let's say finances, losing out, even like if you lost something, you may have lost a lot regarding lies, deception. But even with it being like, you had to kind of like pull your truth back. You had to kind of take back something And then we got the Page of Swords, that because there may be, you have to really like look at what was happening, or someone's looking at you. Tell me more, angels, about this Ace of Swords in reverse, and this Nine of Swords. Ooh, we got the Hyphenate. So, excuse me. So, with the Hyphenate out, that lets me know it being underneath the Knight of Cups. The Hyphenate being out, that means there was definitely some type of partnership, marriage, collaboration, that, or even like something that's very high up that you had to kind of have faith in to allow you to even walk away from something. Yeah, with the Four of Wands. So something that you put your faith in, and I mean your whole faith in. Something that knows all your secrets. It's like when did you see with these two people, like when they go and they talk, like I forgot what they call them in churches, like those huge churches, and they go and they talk to it's not a, they talk to the priest, they go talk to the priest and confess everything. It's like you had to go and confess something to someone, like maybe even things that you didn't want to confess. And that is exactly that's what's going to bring in some type of harmony, some type of peace in your home, some type of peace in your community, some type of peace even in like a new relationship. Because even you see these pictures, like they're celebrating something. Interesting. It's like you went with them with yourself, and then you went to God too. And not just God, but actually somebody that you could trust, and you went and spoke to somebody and you let it all out. You let it all out. Because you was holding something in, you was holding some type of lies and deceit and some type of betrayal in that you had to let out. And that's what kind of got your destiny turning, because something was stopping your wheel from going forward, because it was being held back. It was being held in the dark. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's actually really messed up. That's actually messed up. It's like someone had the keys to your own library. How does someone else have the keys to your own library? Like what? Oh my goodness. It's like Peter robbed Paul. Just make sure Uncle Sam don't know. I keep dropping these cards. They don't want me to talk. Well, I'm talking for once a lot to say. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, we got the Hanged Man. So definitely some type of lesson you've learned after talking to some type of priest. Like definitely have to talk to some type of priest, someone who's very well respected, someone who holds secrets. Definitely like this is I've never seen this card before actually. And it's so crazy, like with this Hangman card, there's a snake looking down at him finding the light. It's almost like, I dare you to find the light. I'm finna bite you. And we got the King of Wands upright at the bottom. So you're definitely very charming, collective. You started something from the bottom. Like the King of Wands is someone who's able to kind of build something from the ground up. Someone who didn't have any help, but they was able to use their wit, use their charm to be able to get something. However, maybe because of false love offers, with the Four of Wands, even it's like if the Four of Wands is in reverse, like a false community, a false home, lies, deception. With the Ace of Wands, having to hold that in, keeping a whole bunch of secrets in the dark, all that was doing was keeping you up at night, keeping you angry, getting you sick, not being able to sleep, having you out in the cold, maybe losing out on things, losing out on investments while you're sitting there working hard and things but not getting no return and stuff. That was like not good. And it's like you had to kind of go to God to fix it. And it's almost like a prayer was answered, but there's still a snake lurking. And with this King of Wands, it's like you even see there's like these two wolves, or like these two little goblins and stuff, but there's still dragons. So cute. There's dragons at the top of the throne, like whispering in their ear. Tell me more, angels. Oh, these cards are slippery. Oh, Five of Wands, there's a lot of conflict going on regarding some type of newfound information or some type of new lesson that was learned. So yeah, that Five of Wands reminds me of the sneak that's like watching you learn some type of lesson. That's definitely what this Five of Wands is about. A lot of conflict going on regarding you. Find out about the lies, find out about the deception, finding out. And then we got the Seven of Wands in reverse. Oh my gosh. Like a lot of deceit that was going on is now being found out about. Wait a minute. Tell me more, angels. Trying to stop you from moving forward. It's like people are trying to come together to kind of stop you from being able to move forward. We got the Four of Swords, put you back to sleep, push you back to rest. Wow, the Hyphernaut again. But it's too, God, like there is something here. What the Hyphernaut coming out again is insane. Listen, there is something here, like with they don't like, even if you are resting, God is there helping you sleep peacefully. Okay? Like that's what it's given. It's like God is there helping you sleep, reading you prayers, telling you exactly what and how to do things while you're asleep, and then even when you wake up. Hands all over you. Like I'm not even joking. What? And then the Ace of Cups in reverse again, because there's a lot of lies and deception going on. There's too many lies and false offers. And like, whoa. This is actually like, what is this Five of Wands, angels? Five of Wands and Six of Swords in reverse. People trying to keep you stuck in something. So there's a lot of lies and deception and false offers happening because they want you collected to be stuck in some type of cycle, in some type of home, in some type of boat. Remember I said something about you can be sitting there getting your keys unlocked to your Akashic records, but there's people in your boat stabbing it to make sure you float and you drown and go back to, hold on, excuse me, and go back into drowning because they don't want you to have any type of awareness. They want you to be casted away. They want you to be feeling abandoned. They want your childhood traumas, or not even childhood traumas, but they want you to constantly repeating the cycle, repeating some type of emotion, being stuck in your head. Like that is the plan. That is the goal for whatever this fight. Like people are coming together to make sure that this is what stays put. The Nine of Wands, but you are fighting. Again with the Wounded Warrior. Wow. Wounded Warrior. Like, yeah, you may be fighting, you may get a little cuts and bruises here and there, but you are going to still stand tall with your staff. And you want to know why? That's because you have something or someone or a whole, like a whole bunch of priests, actually. Like, this is not even good. This is two priests, two high fanatics out here. This is this is like a couple of churches. This is not just one. This is a couple of churches. A couple of highly gifted, highly ranked, I'm going to say gifted, highly ranked individuals in the real world, not just like in the real world, helping you navigate you in this battle. Because there's something or someone or people or a community trying to stop you from having some type of peace. With the Lovers in reverse, people trying to, the whole bunch of breakups happening, people upset about breakups happening, people upset about some type of unrequited love, fake love offers being found out about. Tell me more, angels, and I'm going to end this. And now the Ace of Swords in the upright, that's the truth. People don't want the truth coming out. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Swords in the upright, and look at this one. Like, I like this one. This one has nails on it. So it's almost like, and this one has a bat here and then mountains. I like that. So it's almost like whatever lies and deceit that was keeping you held back, keeping you stuck in your head and things like that, it's now out in the open. And it's out in the open because, again, there are people around you helping you navigate whatever conflict is going on. And again, you have keys to your Akashic records. You have keys to your rightful path. And then we got the Four of Pentacles, and you're holding this tight to your chest. Tight to your chest. I'm sorry, I keep looking at these cards because I don't really play with this deck a lot. So I'm just like, oh, this is so cute. And this looks like a wizard. It's IT, the wizard. That's what the song reference, but this is like a wizard. But you're holding it, holding this close to your chest while you may be even going through this fight. This may be like an ongoing, like, is this still going on with the Nine of Wands? This is Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands, Judgment in reverse, because people don't want to face the fact that they have already been cast to Judgment in reverse. Wow. People are mad that they're burning in hell. What the heck? And we got the Temperance. People are pissed. Temperance in reverse. People are pissed. Oh my God. There's like an actual war going on. I'm not gonna lie. With you waking up, collective, there's an actual war going on. Like, people want you to be put back to sleep, but it's like almost like even though you're asleep, you're awake. Like, that's what this is given. Even though because you see what, like, she's falling, but she has her hands on the knife. What? And with the Seven of Cups, it's like the illusions are being preyed on even while you are taking the knives out of your back. The illusions are being casted away. Oh my God, with the King of Pentacles. King of Wands, King of Pentacles. They didn't come out, so I'm not gonna read too much on it. And then we got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So this is definitely leaving people feeling like they're losing out on things. Judgment in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So you waking up may be leaving you feeling more selfish. And now you, with that Four of Pentacles we saw, you may be having to hold things close to your chest because now you are able to save for yourself, reap benefits for yourself. However, there's a community who is now going to be losing out on things. And that's why there's a lot of frustration going on because they've been judged by God. With not just once, twice, okay, baby? With the Hermit again. The cards are literally repeating. Literally repeating. All right, let me close this out. Just give me one more card. Ooh, the Emperor reverse. Okay, so somebody, yeah, okay. People are losing control. People are very upset because they feel like they lost control over you, collective. So that's why there's a lot of ruckus going on. And the King of Cups, yeah, a lot of people are emotionally unbalanced due to you having some type of guidance in your life, some type of help in your life, some type of, maybe this Hyphenate could be you, collective. You could be this Hyphenate. You could be the one with a high rank. And then you have backup, like you could have a high rank and then you have somebody else with high rank guiding you while you sleep. Ain't that crazy? Like, you could be asleep, going through all of this, and then there's somebody guiding you to put you back into your high power, to navigate you back into the peaceful harmony that you deserve, that you are destined to have. And that's the imaginary friend. But it's not imaginary, it's real life. But this is what you're holding close to your chest with that Four of Pentacles. And we got the Queen of Cups out. The Queen of Cups, you're emotionally balanced. We saw the King of Cups in reverse, and then now the Queen of Cups is actually out. So with the Queen of Cups out, what's this Queen of Cups, angels? I gotta close this out. What's the Queen of Cups, angels? Four of Pentacles came out again, and then the Strength card. So yeah, you are holding this close to your chest, but with the Strength card in reverse, it's giving a lot of people are feeling like they don't have the strength to even knock you down because you're too emotionally balanced. You're too emotionally balanced to be able to come against and change the fate of whoever is losing control, and that's leaving them feeling weak. Because you're holding stuff close to your chest while you're navigating whatever war that is going on. And this is leaving people feeling like they're left behind with the Six of Swords. And that's because, again, with the hangman that came out, you already learned the lesson. So now it's almost like all they could do was kind of just watch you in the sun. Okay. Okay. I don't take this as it resonates. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. What's at the bottom of the deck? Y'all, y'all, justice. Okay. Take this reading as it resonates. I hope you guys have a good day, good evening, however, and yeah, bye.